Self-hate. See, the dangers of self-hate are beyond what our eyes can fathom. Jealousy, anger, bitterness, malice, strife. It is the people close to us. We are surrounded by many Cain and many Judas all around us. Whether it's Cain with his stone to crush your head, or whether it's Judas to sell you for 30 silver coins, they are all around us. It's your family, it's your spouse, it's your child, it's your parent, it's your neighbor, it's your friend, it's your colleague, it's your grandparent, it's a leader. At the end of the day, you really never know, because at the end of the day, you don't know the heart of anyone. Remember, many people have filters, and people are very good at mastering how to put their filters. They have filters when they're at home, they have filters when they're at work, they have filters when they're having social events, they have filters in this digital space, they have filters in the business arena. At the end of the day, you never know anyone. You hope and pray you do, but honestly, you really don't know. You put your trust. How many people get married happy? They have never had an issue, no level of DV in their life. But one day, their partner just pulls up a weapon and does the unthinkable. And when they are questioned by authorities, they just say, I just felt like doing it. They don't even give a concrete answer. Like the authorities are looking for, like, maybe it was money. No, they just did it and they moved on. How many times are we watching and seeing friends turn over each other? Even in nations or on countries falling apart, we see one is a leader in power, but the one who takes him out, bodyguard, close friend, close associate. We see political upheaval. Two people were once talking together, now they're both destroying the nation simultaneously. Because the fact is, you really don't know who's next to you. You hope and pray, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed at all. Let's start from a family setup. So you have a family setup. Your sibling could be literally planning something against you, your own parent, because let's say you're progressing in life, they're digressing. They're not digressing because they can't progress. They're digressing because they played with life, and life doesn't play. It's a parent, they see how smart you are, or intelligent, or even your beauty. If it's a mother, they decide, you know what, they're busy of being sold as a young kid, 3 years, 4 years, to older men, whether it's virtually or even physically. That parent has so much self-hate because they're saying, how comes all attention is going to this child? What about me? So that little baby, thinking they're safe in their mother's hands, is now being sold to strangers. Wait, are we not seeing this? Are we not seeing this in this so-called fashion over for little children? And when you look at the parent, you look at the child, you ask yourself, what's going on? But the parents never give concrete answers, where they're using their children for content based. Someone is dressing, we are seeing so much. It's really messed up. If it's a father to their son, they see their son succeed in life, what do? They try to drag him down, and in other cases even trying to execute. And we've had such cases here, and it's very, very sad. The same person who's selling at you a product by day, by night, they're the ones hijacking you. One of the highways I used to go up country, by day they'll sell you onions and tomatoes, by night, man, it's bye-bye, my friend. And that's a sad thing, because there's so much we can do by holding each other and growing. But hey, let's look around. People want to do the direct opposite. There's so much hatred. Sometimes you wonder, how did our nations fall into some of these external powers who ruled over us? When you do your little research, you realize our own sold our own. Why? Because they felt like maybe they were told we are more superior than this other tribe. And that thing about superiority of one race or ethnic or anything ends up seeds are being planted. Before you know, they're like, fine, how many do you want? And they sell you, and then they go and pretend. Well, it's still happening, isn't it? We have, for example, you say, okay, so you'll say the type of content people are producing. So let's say as an entertainer, the type of songs, the type of lyrics, the type of movies or programs, or they are producing, and they say, we love our community, but what are you producing? You produce music where women are ranchly dressed in clothes you can't, you're like, okay, fine, just have nothing, because it's very nude. The type of toxic conversation, the types of the men are told, it's good to have a weapon and everything. And you'll watch the type of content, very sexual. So you wonder, how comes you have high number of pregnancies early pregnancies. Why are we having so much crime? Well, it's the stuff that we watch. But if you ask that celebrity or that content creator or that person, they'll say, no, we are protecting our people. How are you making your people great when you're busy dragging them through the mud? You're busy promoting gambling. At the same time, these are people who are very vulnerable. So do they end up doing, they think you gamble, yet you really don't gamble. You create the idea, but you don't. And say, this is my people, this is my community. No, you don't care. You're just using them for your clout. Is that not self-hate? Instead of pulling them and giving them opportunities. Why is it that the same people who produce, let's say it's within that entertainment, music or movie, let's say music to be precise, they produce so much violent related, but they don't live in these neighborhoods. Their children live in good schools. But you are left to take the crown from the table. Let's look at some of the activists, whether political, whatever. At the end of the day, they'll say, let's stand up and fight for this and do this. But you keep forgetting that by the time they're coming to the venue of the protest, they have their own security among the crowd. There are people who are paid to protect them. They have paid to protect them. They'll come with their cars, park them very far. Then take, let's say, whatever local transport is there that cannot track them. Then they'll be there. They'll come, let's fight, let's demonstrate. And then you're there saying you're together. And then when the shooting starts, when everything goes sideways, they go back, they sleep from the crowd, go back home, sleep well. Their kids are in the best schools. But what about you? Bullets all over. Your life shattered. And then they'll come back again because remember, someone is paying them. They're on someone's payroll. They come back again and say, yeah, we are fighting for that person. And if someone tells them, really, they're like, oh, which person are we talking about? Yeah, that's the life. Self-hate. You hate your own so much. We have those who will say, oh, come to the country. I'm in this country. It's a beautiful country. I'll help you get a job, etc. There you are. You apply. They even fund everything. You get in the country. If you're a lady, you're thrown into the adult content industry. If you're a guy, you're thrown into hard labor, even the adult content, depending on how you look at it. At the end of the day, and when your family calls this individual who's an uncle, a brother, a sister, a neighbor, a former colleague, maybe to your folks, or do they say, oh, your person is so lazy and everything, when they really know they sold you to God knows how many people? Self-hate. A political person in power says, look at these young people, what do they know? Eliminating them like no one's business. And then when people try to rise up and say something is wrong, this is wrong, the people should be able to hold their hand and guide them and say, look at these young people. Let's go when we were in school. Your teacher is telling you, don't, your teacher, you challenge a teacher in a particular thing. What do they end up doing? They now take it like a grudge. Yet that challenge was needed. And they go to the staff room and the same thing is brought about. Now they have more shame and they even end up losing their job because the ego is too big. You need to be careful around who you allow around you. Your so-called friends aren't friends. Your so-called family isn't family anymore. Nowadays, we don't say family is close. No. Family is a whole different ballgame. I believe family is anyone who holds your hand in your journey of life. Now, that's family. But if you're talking blood, you're on your own. Because people are just watching. People are just watching. They want to see where are you. You leave a company and people still want to watch. And you'll hear someone you've left that company to tell you, oh, I see you've done ABCD. You're thinking, dude, man, what's up with you? I left that company. Why are you on my business? Because they know they don't want to see you progress. You're a lady, you are with your friends, you're having a nice time at the groove, you're partying, you're having a good time. One of your friends, an old man or a lady, looks up at you, tries to make a move, you refuse. Your friend is told, fine, I'll buy you a drink, just spike her drink. Yeah, your drink is spiked. Next thing you wake up naked with some old man or some old lady and you can't tell. In other worst case scenario, parts of your body have been removed. Why? Because your friend was too jealous of your beauty to see you succeed, or too jealous of your brain to see you succeed. You need to be careful. There's a reason the places we grew up under, whether it's the ghetto or slum, you can't go the same way we went. Because you're on the level of progress. Someone else never made that progress. You think they're just going to hug you and be happy. No, they hug you with a knife back. You see, the most painful part of life is not the stab. The one who stabs you it's not the stabbing itself, it's the one who stabs you. So at the end of the day, self-hate It's dangerous. It's messy. It destroys. It leaves nothing but destruction. Watch your back. Be careful. Discern. Because the times we are living in are very wicked. And the hearts of people are cold-hearted. So self-hate has no mercy. It only lights up and destroys. Be careful. Be alert. And watch your environment, places, spaces that you're invited. All the best.